Hey guys, what is going on? As you know, last time we left off with the castle, it looked a little bit like this. And then last week I didn't end up doing anything with the castle, I just continued to build the figs. So this week I started working on one of the big monumental pieces of the castle. And in order to do that I had to go to Bricklink and put in some pretty big orders along with the pick-a-brick order from Lego. Now this was a really good start and it almost enabled me to get everything I need to continue with all the land and start putting the village on top. But in order to do that first I really needed to start with this water. So I ended up getting 1,500 of these. I was hoping it would be enough to do everything I needed it to do, but it wasn't, so I had to change up and kind of make all the water near the rock wall look deeper than it really does, but it also gives it more of that 3D effect, and I really like the way it looks. Now I do need to continue ironing this portion out, but in the end it will look something like this, which I think that dark blue and that translight blue together kind of gives it that really good cool effect. So one of the difficult things is the castle is still packed up. Now I don't know where all the rock is going to go on here. Like these, I have left space for it, and you'll see why, because I did bring this section down. But it's one of those things that I don't want to pull it out. I don't want to put it all back together. I've got to do a brick fair in 2 weeks, so I just want to wait till there. So I'm going to go as close as I can on these like this and then add the pieces there. So you really won't be able to see that finished water until I get it set up. So in these Bricklink orders, I got a ton of different style wedges like this. And the reason why I got all these wedge plates was, I've been talking about it for a while now, but I need to start building the entranceway up to the drawbridge. My guy's got to have some way to get in the castle. What I ended up doing was taking these and kind of putting them together and stacking them one stud behind each other and kind of giving it an effect of a mountain. Now when you do this, so one of the things you can do is take bigger pieces and overlap them like this, and it actually looks a lot nicer. It gives it that more rough walkway feeling. Now as you can imagine, the castle sits almost 12 studs high, so it would take me forever to build those, right? Well, you are not wrong. On top of almost putting another 3,000 pieces just in the water, I have put almost 2,022 pieces together for just this rock wall. And it ended up turning out like this, which I am in love with. I absolutely think that this turned out perfect. I would not want to change anything about this. I did kind of want to show a little falling rock right here, and there's a reason for that. It will continue in kind of the story when I set up some of the minifigs, but you see this thing just kind of fits perfectly. The drawbridge does come down and sit perfectly on top of it, and it really does kind of continue that aesthetic look of the mountain. Now I do have tons more weeds to add and stuff like that, but I did not want to put any more in there until I get closer to finding out where the buildings go. Now the next base plate that goes right here will show the rest of this rock wall, and it will kind of continue to slope down. And as you come around here, you can see that I did add more weeds and stuff through this, and like I said, if you look at that, that just absolutely looks cool. I'm really happy with this. Now when you look at this and say, oh man, that actually looks really easy, just stacking these plates on top of each other, I'm going to tell you now, it wasn't as easy as it looks. It was actually pretty difficult, and this is about the third time it took for me to build. Now remember, it's been about 2 weeks since I've done one of these castle videos, and this is one of the reasons why. One of the reasons was because I was waiting on pieces, and the other one was I kind of tried to build this backwards. I knew where I needed it to start, but I did not know where I needed it to end. And building it backwards just kind of destroyed the structure of it. I could not figure out how to do it. Every time I would try to put it down, it just seemed like it was a plate off or something wasn't right, and it ended up breaking 3 or 4 times on me, and I just said, screw it, I'm going to start all over, and this is how it ended up, and I am really happy with it. Now of course at Brick Universe you saw that I had archers all set up here, and that will change. There will not be tons of archers that are just kind of standing at the gate shooting arrows down. Now that I've continued the layout of the land, all the minifigure action is going to kind of move towards the front of this where the village is going to be. Now I still have a ton of base plates to create. I only finished 7 of the 35 that I need to complete this. So what I'm probably going to end up doing next video will really be finishing all the water and then building as many of these base plates as I can so I can go ahead and figure out that walkway. Now the video I do next week will actually have nothing to do with the castle. It'll actually have something to do with these guys right here in the Lion Knight. I did get my Lego order in that had all the heads, and I do have my Lego lug bulk order which has a ton of these figs in it. it, and I will continue to build the opposing army that's going to go up against the Black Falcon. And now that you've seen all this, you know that I have not been slacking. I have not been taking any time off of this. I've really just been waiting on pieces to come in and then trying to figure out how to design this. I know there's probably tons of different ways this could be done and probably done a lot easier, but like I said, I am really happy with the way that this turned out. There will be another video coming out this week. I did put up a poll. So what I'll actually be doing is putting out a castle faction video. Now what this will include is my favorite faction, of course, and then going and ranking them all and showing you what I think about them and some of the sets that they came in, and maybe one or two factions that you've maybe never even heard of. And I do want to take this time to thank the members that we do have and all the members that will come. So don't forget, I will be doing more posts for members, and one of the other things is they'll be getting some streams and stuff here soon that are just members only, but there's also some really cool stuff in there that you get when you do join. A lot of the stuff right now is just kind of behind the scenes of what I've been doing with the castle, and also I've got some instructions on the way for stuff kind of like the ballistas that everyone has been asking me about. So don't forget, if you want to see all that content, hit that join button, hit one of those memberships, come on under the party, and get in the entry to win one of the free Lego sets that I'm going to be giving away every month. But if you like this video, don't forget, smash that like button, kill it, just beat it up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, comment down below what you would like to see me add, comment down below if you like this, comment if you don't like it, just let me know what's going on. Peace!